Hello students, I'm Imani Sharma, your educator. I warmly welcome you all to yet another YouTube session with me. So in this particular YouTube video, we will be talking about the movements related to your American Romantic age, right? So in the last video, we have talked about the American Romantic age, what were the basic characteristics of the age, the important writers, so on and so forth. So I hope that you guys are fully aware, you guys have made sure that आप उन writers को जो है properly cover कर लें. Coming to the important part that is there, जिससे बच्चों को बहुत confusion होती है, as in like what are the movements in the romantic age, the modern age, the Victorian or the postmodern age with regards to your American literature, right? तो ये video जो है it will be very much helpful for you all to understand what were the different sorts of movements during the romantic age. I will be beginning, I will be bringing, some other video as well where we'll be talking about the American modern age as well as the movements in the American modern age, right? So before we begin with the actual movements and everything जो हमारी American romantic age के लिए important है, quickly, I had given you a question in the last video where per se I asked you all to know much and more about and tell me in the comment section, as in when I started with the description or the introduction related to the American romantic age, I told you guys कि homework question जो आपका होएगा उसमें मेरे को आप लोग बताएंगे that who we have two writers who have penned down the poems and the lyrical ballads in the British literature. So lyrical ballads as a work got published in the year 1798, जहाँ पे ब्रिटेन में हमारी romantic age जो है वो शुरू हो जाती है with the publication of this particular work, right? Two writers penned down number of poems in this particular collection, and who were those two writers? William Wordsworth and S.T. Coleridge, Samuel Taylor Coleridge. These were the two writers, right? I asked you guys to tell me who wrote how many poems, right? So total poems जो थी in totality, we had 23 poems, out of which 19 were written by Wordsworth, and Coleridge के द्वारा जो थी वो 4 poems जो थी वो pen down करी गई थी, ठीक है? That's all that was related to the homework question that I gave you guys, and I hope that whatever question I'll be giving you today as well, you guys do drop it down in the comment section below to tell me how much you guys are prepared for your upcoming examination, right? Now without any further ado, let's just begin with the first movement in our American romantic age, about which we talked a little bit in the last video. Now coming to the tenets of transcendentalism, ये movement आपकी 1830 से 1850s के around चली थी. What was the main aim of transcendentalism? We have Henry David Thoreau and Emerson, उन दोनों की फोटो यहाँ पे लगी हुई है, Ralph Waldo Emerson की. When we talk about the transcendental movement, transcend करना, पार हो जाना, ठीक है? It gives us the concept of self-reliance. It gives us the concept of individuality that we can see in the works penned down by the writers. Romantic age थी, अमेरिका में romantic age थी. Romantic age के tenets हमने last video में cover कर रहे हैं, where people were trying to come closer to nature. People were trying to deep delve with the concept of oversoul. क्योंकि हमारे एमर्सन जो थे, he was inspired by Hinduism as well. उन्होंने कथा उपनिषद पढ़ा हुआ था, सूफिज्म से he was inspired. तो ओवरसोल यानी कि ब्रह्म का कॉन्सेप्ट जो था, he was really very fond of the influence that he got, and as well as the influence would be seen in the writings of these important writers. Let's just take a look at. The focus was on individual intuition, spirituality, self-reliance, individuality, your importance, nature, love, etc. Key figures we have here are Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry David Thoreau. Emerson penning down nature, an essay. Both of them were essays only. Emerson ने nature लिखा था 1836 में. Thoreau wrote Walden in the year 1854. And Margaret Fuller, who was a female writer during the American Romantic age, he wrote somewhere or the other a feminist sort of a work, Women in the 19th Century, in the year 1845, right? She was considered to be a reformist, and इनके ही अगर हम transcendental club की बात करते हैं sorry, Margaret Fuller जो थी, we see that the magazine, इनकी जो magazine होती थी, that was known as the Dial. The Dial was the name of the transcendental magazine that was there, and we see the first editor to be Margaret Fuller, and after Margaret Fuller, सारा जिम्मा जो था वो Ralph Waldo Emerson, he became the second editor throughout the time that he lived for the magazine The Dial. ठीक है? Even we see that W.B. Yeats was so much so inspired by the transcendentalists that one of his pieces of poetry, I think the Lake Isle of Innisfree जो थी वो Dial में publish हुई थी. ठीक है? So next movement we have is dark romanticism related to the gothic aspects that we see in the romantic age, so on and so forth. It explored sin, guilt, madness, supernatural themes, as well as we see there are complex characters. अगर हम एडगर एलन पो के वर्क द टेलटेल हार्ट की बात करते हैं, take a look at this particular image here that I have incorporated. Here it's beating of this hideous heart. If we talk about the fall of the house of Usher, the macabre, the gothic elements, जहाँ पे castles है, अंधेरा है, बड़े ही hideous तरीके से चीजें हो रही हैं, macabre है, right? They are very airy and strange. We see that a man kills another old man because of a strange sort of an eye which keeps on looking at the man, and he buries the man under the floor. He commits the crime and he somewhere or the other repents, and of course उस चीज को मान भी लेते हैं in front of the police officers as well, and still from under the floor the beating of the heart could be heard of the man who was killed. तो ये ऐसे से एलिमेंट्स हमें यहाँ पे देखने के लिए मिलते हैं. ये डार्क रोमांटिसिज्म जिसको गॉथिक बोला जाता है, थोड़ा सा साइकोलॉजी के साथ भी डील करता है. ठीक है? नॉट ओनली हिम, we see Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter, which can also be seen, and Melville's, Herman Melville's Moby Dick, right? Scarlet Letter, a woman wearing a scarlet letter, and A on her chest to prove the entire world that she has committed the sin of adultery, right? But why? Why does she have to do that? Why can't she be considered an angel? Because she has fallen in love for a man, right? So on and so forth, right? So that is what we see कि लोग उनका मजाक भी उड़ाते हैं because of the letter A that she has, कि लोग दूर से identify कर ले. Then we have Herman Melville's Moby Dick, the metaphor of whaling, etc. could be seen in here, where in Captain Ahab is totally trying to be revengeful for a whale. That is Moby Dick. Moby Dick का alternative title भी है The Whale, Moby Dick or The Whale, right? So you guys need to do the summaries of these works. Next up, we have the abolitionist movement. We see in American romantic time periods as well. There were, certain people, especially the blacks, who were feeling discriminated against in the American society, right? So literature यहाँ पे जो advocate कर रहा था, it was trying to fight for the rights of the people who were black, right? Key figures, we have Frederick Douglass, who himself was a slave, who was freed. We also see Olaudah Equiano, right? And Harriet Beecher Stowe. Harriet Beecher Stowe was a female who penned down the work Uncle Tom's Cabin, जो आपके लिए पढ़ना बहुत important है, wherein we see that she was not at all a black woman herself, but she was trying to fight for the rights of the black people, the African people, right? Frederick Douglass, we see narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, where he tries to talk about the struggles a black slave has to go through, what was the plight of the black slaves that was there in the America, right? So that is what we see. Next we have fireside poets. This has been your previous year question. Now fireside poets इनको क्यों बोला जाता था? You can see because their work was popularly read by the families around the hearth. हर्थ यानी कि जहाँ पे आग जलती थी, जहाँ पे ठंड के लिए लोग आग जलाते हैं, वहां पे बैठ के फैमिलीज जो थी इनको पढ़ती होती थी आग के पास बैठ के. That's why they were known as fireside poets, right? They wrote accessible, didactic, moral sort of poetry on nature, history and morality. इनमें हमारे पास members जो हैं ये पूरे के पूरे ये भी PYQ में आए हुए हैं आपके, right? We have Longfellow, William Cullen Bryant, John Greenleaf Whittier. Whittier was also one such reformist during this particular time period. Oliver Wendell Holmes and James Russell Lowell. All of them really important. right? Next up, we have the important works जिनकी poems जो है आप लोग जो है you guys will be reading for sure. ये तीन तो पढ़ेंगे ही. Paul Revere's Ride, Brian's Thanopsis, Whittier's Snowbound, A Winter Idyll. Right? So this is what I'm trying to talk about कि आग के पास आग जला के लोग इनको पढ़ते होते थे. What were the themes that we can see in the works of the fireside poets? Nature and the natural world. Beauty of nature and used it as a source for inspiration in their works. Romantic age है, nature के ऊपर emphasis will definitely be coming. Social issues addressed issues of their time such as abolition of slavery, equality of the sexes that were supposed to be there through their poetry we get to see. Love and emotion works explored with emotional depth and personal resonance. People were somewhere or the other who were reading them, that's why they were reading them in so much levels या numbers में हमको देखने के लिए मिलता है because these people could relate and resonate with the works and the poems written by these fireside poets, right? Next up, we have the American Renaissance, where we see again the history is blooming, right? Focus on individualism and democracy. And who better to talk about democracy in this particular time period than Walt Whitman, right? So Walt Whitman with his publication of Leaves of Grass, जिसमें आप poem पढ़ेंगे, you will read the opening closing lines of Song of Myself, you will be reading Oh Captain, My Captain, Out of the Cradle, Endlessly Rocking, so on and so forth. You can also read the poems of Robert Frost. Robert Frost as a writer also becomes really very important. He was one such writer who had won the Pulitzer Prize 4 times for his poetry. ठीक है, किसके लिए मिला था ये लोग आप अपने नोट्स में नोट डाउन करेंगे. Leaves of Grass, Dickinson. During her time period, Emily Dickinson was known as what? She was known as the Nun of Amherst. Why was she known as the Nun of Amherst? Because of the fact that she used to dress all in white. She used to not come and meet people, ज़्यादा sociable नहीं थी, ठीक है? And she used to be in the secluded places. In her works, we see the themes of death, decay, how to die, ways of dying, etc. In Dickinson's poems, we get to see these sorts of melancholic, death, decay-related elements. Also, she wrote certain poems which were related to Christianity as well, right? Because I could not stop for that, let's just take a look at the important poems. This is the collection by Walt Whitman. During his lifetime, this particular collection had undergone many revisions, right? Then, this is a poem written by Dickinson. Success is counted sweetest by those who never succeed. To comprehend a nectar requires sorest need. Not one of the purple host who took the flag today can tell the definition so clear of victory as he defeated, dying on whose forbidden air the distant strains of triumph burst agonized and clear. Then, hope is the thing with feathers, that she has also penned down a poem. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the souls and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And the sweetest as the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I have heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me, right? Hope never asked a crumb of me. तो थोड़ा सा इनके depressive states हमें देखने के लिए मिलते हैं. There's also a poem that she has penned down, because I could not stop for death, right? तो बहुत सारी poems में इनके वो elements हमको देखने के लिए मिलते हैं in her works. So the question for you all for the next video that I bring forward for you all, drop it down in the comments, that with your names and everything. What is the subtitle of the novel Typee? Who is the author? When was it published, etc. Right? I'll see you with the answer of this particular work in the next video. Till then, you guys drop down what you think is the subtitle of the novel, as well as who's the author that we have covered, and the author is from the American Romantic Age itself, right? Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.